Time for another episode of Local Roots. Hi, I'm Todd Studer. There are offices in the county that, for me personally, I don't always know exactly what it is that they do. And I thought it might be fun to learn a little bit more about one of those. Andrew Moats is the Pottawattamie County Recorder. And as a matter of fact, he was very instrumental in selecting the new county supervisor that we have. His name is Keith Jones. And we're going to talk with Andrew about that and also about a lot of the things that goes on in the recorder's office. So this is going to be a learning episode, and I'm really looking forward to it. Andrew Moats, Pottawattamie County Recorder, will be joining us today on the show. The Jenny Edmondson Foundation believes healthcare goes beyond hospital walls, and through its Caring for Our Communities initiative, the foundation helps high-risk, low-income, and underserved individuals access resources that remove barriers to better health and long-term well-being. And each year, the foundation also brings the community together through Dance for the Beat, a signature event that raises critical funds for uninsured and underinsured heart patients. Those funds help provide treatment, medication, rehabilitation, and life-saving support. Learn more, get involved, and support the mission at jehfoundation.org. Here on Local Roots, we explore the places that make our region home and the people who keep them connected. That is why we are proud to feature Marnie Elkhorn Communications, your local communications provider serving Marnie, Elkhorn, Walnut, Avoca, and other Southwest Iowa towns with high-speed fiber internet, reliable phone service, and TV options built for rural living. With real local support and unlimited data plans, you get speeds up to 1 gig to work, stream, and stay in touch with family and neighbors. Visit metc.net to learn more and get connected today. And start your day right at Brewed Awakening in Avoca, open Monday through Saturday, always serving something fresh. Enjoy bagels every day, weekly specials that you won't find on the menu, and warm seasonal soups every Tuesday and Wednesday. And on Wednesdays and Thursdays, grab a hot breakfast sandwich and treat yourself to something sweet every Friday. And if you're hosting a meeting or gathering, Brewed Awakening has a private room that's ready for your group. And it's free to use if you don't need it all to yourself. Stop in for great coffee, great food, in a friendly hometown atmosphere at Brewed Awakening in Avoca. Back in the studios on Willow, and this is Andrew Moats, and he is the Pottawattamie County Recorder, which I have been looking forward to having this conversation with you, Andrew, because first and foremost, I have no idea what you do.
Well, yeah, first of all, thank you for having me, and that's kind of the first question I get anywhere I go talk is, what the heck does the recorder do? And it kind of feels like we're the home of everything that was left over in county government. They needed a place to put it. So, first and foremost, the office started doing real estate records.
Okay.
And that's kind of the backbone of what we do. But we've added passports, marriage, vital records, birth and death. We do boat and ATV registrations. So just hunting and fishing licenses, just a hodgepodge of things.
So what takes a local guy into... I have this dream of being the county recorder. How do you make that jump?
It's definitely not something you grow up wanting to be.
You're talking to your guidance counselor and what do you want to do in college? I have this desire to be a recorder, and because what I know about recorders, they're this long plastic thing that looks like a flute, and but past that, I just never knew everything that's going on in your office.
So my grandmother, growing up, she was involved in county government, so I kind of got an itch there. And then in school at Iowa State, I worked part-time for Story County there. And when I graduated, the Pottawattamie County Auditor's Office was hiring someone to work in elections. So I got my foot in the door there, and I've kind of bounced around the second floor of the courthouse for a decade now. And the recorder's position came open, and no one in the building wanted to run for it. And I was like, throw my hat in the ring. I was deputy recorder at the time, so it's kind of stepped up to it, and I love it. We got a great team, and it's just a great job.
That was probably a big part of it, is you need to make sure that you got a good staff around you and that can support everything that you're doing there with that office.
Absolutely. Like legal descriptions, we deal with those a lot, and I know enough to be dangerous, but it's great to have people on the team that are experts at it and can translate it for me.
Yeah, well, you brought up the election side of it, and that obviously brings things to a lot of people's minds. So let's just rip this Band-Aid off.
Let's do
it. You were involved in the selecting process of the new county supervisor.
Yeah.
So, did you know that this was going to be something that was going to fall into your lap too when all of this was going down?
Yeah, so I had known, talking to my predecessor, he had done it one time in his 30 years. And at first it kind of sounded fun, but once a reality hit,
yeah,
it's like, I'll tell you, that was the worst thing I've ever done in office. And it caused the most stress of anything my office has dealt with. But no.
Where do you think the source of that stress was? I mean, was it just
I think
the
just the gravity of it and trying to do the right thing for the community. And there's so many people who threw their hat into the ring
that
true. I think could have done a good job, but trying to find someone who maybe wouldn't be as controversial and was there willing to serve as a fill-in until the next election.
I haven't spoken to anybody with any direct knowledge of it, so all I'm getting is rumors.
Yeah.
The number I heard was 31. Is that accurate?
I think we're at 35.
35
It was
people,
a lot of people
submitted an interest. I don't know, was it an application? Was it a resume?
We just asked for a letter of interest. Some people gave us more. Some people just sent us the resume, basically, but yeah, it was a lot of people to weed through.
Was your decision based strictly off of that? Did you have interviews? How did all of that go together?
So the three of us on the committee, we decided we were going to attack it individually because anything we did as a group would have to be an open meeting under Iowa law. Mm-hmm. So we didn't feel like calling everybody in to do an interview in public would be the best route, especially during the holidays.
Right.
So I sent out a bunch of emails to people that I didn't know. I reached out to people I did know and just try to start weeding through the list and coming up with the top few names. So
the top name ended up being Keith Jones, who is
Correct.
Now a new county supervisor. Yep. The Keith Jones I know, it was a different guy.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I said, "Are you kidding me? Oh, that's a different Keith Jones."
Yeah, there's been a lot of confusion I've seen on Facebook about it, for sure.
But how specifically about Keith Jones?
Yeah.
What was it stood out about him that you thought this is the guy that?
So for me personally, I really liked he had a background in public service. He has a financial degree on top of being a Council Bluffs police officer for 30 years. And then from the get-go, he made it clear that he had no interest in running for election next year.
Really?
So, and that was really important to me because when I was trying to become recorder, the year before, the previous recorder resigned, and then the Board of Supervisors appointed someone who had no interest in running for the job. And I threw my hat in the ring at that point in time, and they didn't pick me. And I kind of have come to respect that decision.
Yeah.
I think it made me a better candidate, and it made me get out and talk to people more and see what they wanted from the recorder's office. So I'm hoping by doing something similar that anyone interested in running for county supervisor is going to put in the work and get out and talk to people and see what the community wants. And when I was reaching out to people who put their hat in the ring, trying to show interest in becoming supervisor, I found that there was a lot of people that wanted to run for supervisor next year. And I didn't want to muddy the waters or play kingmaker or tip the scale in the next election.
Yeah.
So that became really important to me.
That's a really good point that you're bringing up because I know that there was a buzz around the area because this is countywide. This is not just for the city of Council Bluffs.
Absolutely.
And there was a buzz about, well, why is a special election not being held? Well, this is kind of a compromise for that because the selection that you guys made makes sure that election still stands. And we know that incumbents always, even if it's an appointed incumbent, has a leg up.
Absolutely.
Because they've already known and they've done the job.
Yeah, they get that name recognition. Yeah, 100%. So it became important to me, and I don't know what Lee Voss or Marianne were thinking, but that kind of became my sticking point, and that helped me narrow the list down pretty good.
Did you personally come out the backside of this feeling like you have a little bit of a better understanding about some things, such as, local government? It can be complicated sometimes, especially when you get these one-offs. This is not something that happens
right
once every election cycle.
Yeah, 100%. These one-offs, they're just so crazy, and no one has ever dealt with them in decades. So we're kind of relearning everything on the way. But I'd much rather be doing my day-to-day work.
Well, let's get back to your day-to-day work, because now you can put all that job's done. We've accomplished that.
Yep.
And now we can go back to day-to-day. So does your job change depending on what time of year it is? I mean, right now, we just started a brand new year.
Sure.
Has that put different duties on your desk?
So we have boat renewal and ATV renewal seasons, and ATV renewals just finished up at the end of December. But we normally see an uptick in real estate transactions around the end of a year. A lot of companies trying to get those closings in, and then we see them around the end of the fiscal year in June. So we're normally busier on the real estate side there. And then passports actually pick up quite a bit during the holidays.
That doesn't surprise me.
I think because people are starting to think about summer, and then parents have their kids home from college or time off of school, and they can get them in to apply for passports.
Not just then, but also, like, I'm getting on a plane here in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to Mexico for 4 days.
Oh, awesome.
So I already had my passport.
Yeah.
I didn't have to come see you. But
the cold hits, and people want to get out of here for a little bit.
That's right. So that's definitely going to give a push to folks wanting to go someplace warm.
Absolutely.
And whether it be Mexico or, quite often now, Central America is becoming a very hot destination. Pun not intended, but it's there. So I can see how that would definitely do a shift. And plus, I'm sure, real estate is going to get busier when the weather gets warmer. So but are you like behind a month or two with all of that stuff? So if sales are happening big in June, your office is getting really busy in July or August.
Our office is current. And then the work from our office gets transferred to the auditor's office.
Okay.
And then eventually the assessor's office, and they run about a month behind us, but we're current. So
is this typically, if somebody's asking you about what in the world do you do, is this pretty much your pat answer that we go down this road and these are the kind of things? And then I here's what I'm thinking too, because here's what's occurring to me.
Yeah.
You have to be the most patient man, because that job sounds mind-numbing to me.
Sure.
How can I need to be out and about. I need to be able to get out into the community and talk to people. And yours is you're doing a lot of stuff at a desk.
Yeah. It definitely takes a certain kind of person, and luckily I have some more of those on staff that can take the brunt of the work for me, and they're a great help. And
it's also important that we have all of these different kinds of people,
because
the work you do is important,
and it's very specialized too. So it's hard to find someone that can step in off the street and be able to do this stuff.
Tell me a little bit about your background. I know that my cohort up here at the studios on Willow went to school with you.
Yep, grew up with Kyle.
Yeah,
but I went to Abraham Lincoln High School, graduated from there, and then I went to Iowa State. Thought I was going to be a history teacher, and took one teaching class and found out kids are not for me. I might have patience to sit at a desk, but I don't have patience to sit in a classroom. And I worked part-time for Story County doing elections. So when I graduated, there was an election job open at Pottawattamie County, and it's like, give that a go, and move back home. And
that's very cool. Also, I'm not sure if you're much of a sports fan. I feel bad for what's happening at Iowa State right now. It's
been a rough month.
It's been rough, but you know, great opportunities come from great adversity, right?
Absolutely.
Isn't that how it works?
Transfer portal's open now. We're building a squad. Basketball team's number 3 in the country.
Yeah,
so
that's
we got
true.
that.
We got basketball's looking really good. Both men and women.
Absolutely.
I know the women, as we're recording this, had just lost their first game, but still.
That was a nail biter too, though. So
and
Baylor's at ranked 22. So
Baylor's a good team.
Yeah,
and you can't win every single game that you put out there and expect to continue to grow the way that you need to grow.
Yeah.
So I I've interviewed so many basketball coaches in my life. I can give you all the different talking
Right.
points. But no, it's great that you saw an opportunity to come back home again, because this is a conversation that I've had with a lot of different people.
Yeah.
That when they leave home, and especially around Southwest Iowa, they start seeing, oh, wait a minute, I know now what I left behind, and
Yeah.
you're kind of drawn back to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of friends that went up to Iowa State and might have stayed in the Des Moines region, or my sister stayed in the Des Moines region when she moved up to Iowa State. So, yeah, there's definitely not a lot of us that have come back, but I think it's important we do and try to make this place better for the next generation.
Yeah, that's there's a big push for that right now,
Yeah.
to fix our own language of what it is that we say about ourselves, because the studies that have been done just recently showed that we already think positive of who we are. We're just, for some reason, afraid to say it.
Absolutely.
And we need to do a better job of that.
100%.
You know, because you look around at the progress that's been happening, including your workplace,
Yeah.
all of the work that's just been done at the courthouse and is finally done. That
Finally.
Because, you know, for the 2 or 3 years that I had to go get my tags renewed,
Yeah.
and trying to follow the maze around
Oh,
to
it was
get there. But
crazy.
now it's beautiful over there.
It's great. And the public health building in the county just opened downtown, across the street from the courthouse. Hopefully that can go towards revitalizing downtown and bringing people back down here.
Yeah, there's so much to offer
Yeah.
down here. There's some open storefronts. So, hey, if you had an idea about maybe opening a restaurant or opening a specialty shop, we got space for you. Come on down.
Yeah, we could use a few more restaurants for lunch down here.
Wouldn't that be great?
Oh, it'd be amazing.
Well, now, don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of what we have.
Oh, and it's great.
Yeah, because we've got this great little tiny Mexican restaurant that serves wonderful food.
Oh, it's amazing.
We got some of the best barbecue, which, by the way, once upon a time, was it 2 or 3 years ago that Boxer Barbecue had the highest rating on Yelp of any barbecue place in Iowa.
Wow.
Yeah, so that is something that we have here that we can overlook the gems that we have in our community. But people are starting to realize it, I believe. And we're seeing more and more of these folks and the entrepreneurs. You look at, if you talk to the Chamber of Commerce and you see how many ribbon cuttings are doing.
Sure.
That is a lot too.
Yeah.
So we can see the growth. We just need to do a better job of it. And having folks that believe in community, that are in the jobs that you're in, I think is key to that. So grateful for everything that you're doing.
Well, thank you.
Hope that you just keep on keeping on.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. Yeah. Do you have another thing to plug?
What do you got?
I don't go anywhere without talking about a service we offer called Property Fraud Alert. You might see a lot of things on news, on cable news, or the radio trying to sell you a product about someone filing a document trying to steal your house. Mm-hmm. And that doesn't happen a lot, but these companies sell you a product for quite a bit of money, and it's something the county offers for free. So you come sign up with us.
Right.
We'll basically monitor your property, and if anything's recorded in your name, we'll send you notification. Property fraud's pretty rare, especially in Iowa, but it does happen every once in a while. But your property and your home is probably the biggest investment anyone makes in their life, so it's a real concern, and we want to be able to help protect people.
Well, and if it's a free service, why wouldn't you?
It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, just come in and get signed up. So,
Yeah.
is there information up at your office that talks a little bit more about that?
Yeah, we've got information on the web or at our counter, or give us a call, and we can help people sign up.
Yeah, so get signed up for that. Take advantage of the services that we have locally. We've got a lot of opportunities right here in Council Bluffs and in Pottawattamie County in order to be able to better protect yourself. This is just one of those things. So
Yeah, I think maybe like we were talking about for the community of Council Bluffs, that government as a whole isn't great about telling people what we do and what we have to offer, and trying to get that out there and let people know what we have.
that's why I have a job.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right. He is Andrew Moats, and he is the Pottawattamie County Recorder. Thanks so much for coming over.
Yeah. Long walk.
Wasn't too long for you.
No, I think I can see you from my window. Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Hey, don't be a stranger. If you got something coming up or you need some information pushed out there, please let us know.
Okay.
And you're welcome back here to set the show.
One more thing.
Oh, well, we're not done then.
Yeah. Keep popping in my mind. We just started a traveling office hours where we're going to a different town in the county each month.
Oh, that's smart.
This will be our second month doing it. We were in Carter Lake in December.
Okay.
Next week, next Tuesday, we're going to be at the Trainer Community Center from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if you need a passport in the Trainer area or anything, stop by and see us.
So is it focused on passports, or are there other services that you're offering there too?
Passports is the big thing I think we're going to see the customers for, but we're going to bring as much with us as possible. And if we can't do it there on site for you, at least we'll be able to get you the information.
Say real quickly before we wrap up, if someone has a trip coming up, and maybe how far ahead do they need to get that passport to be comfortable with knowing they'll have it in time?
To be comfortable, I'd say 2 or 3 months.
Okay.
You can expedite it, and that might get it here in a month, but you're cutting it close. And
plus, you're also paying more for that.
Absolutely. Yeah, save yourself $60 and come in a couple months ahead of time.
Yeah, that's the idea. So if you've got if you know you have a trip coming up, or just the idea of a trip, having a passport's a good thing to have.
It's great.
Anyway. Made it a whole lot easier for me to go get that gold star on my driver's license.
Absolutely.
I just showed them that, and that was done.
Yeah, I think that was a big driver. Last fiscal year, 24-25, was our busiest passport year of all time. So I think the gold star might have played a big role in that.
I got the identification card, just the card, along with the regular passport. And that's what I used to show ID when I went and voted.
Okay.
And that is also where I learned that that's kind of like going to check your bags at the airport. This is not a place to tell jokes.
No.
No. I thought I was just being clever, and I said, I brought my passport for ID because I barely recognize the country I'm living in now. And she looked at me and she said, well, what country are you from? And I said, no, it's me.
They're pretty straight-laced there.
Yeah, pretty much. So I learned my lesson. That's not, I'm not working out new bits at the polling place anymore.
Smart.
All right. Andrew Moats, Pottawattamie County Recorder. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
We'll talk to you again soon.
Absolutely.
If you're looking to buy or sell a home in Southwest Iowa, Blake Hunter is your trusted realtor with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Blake knows the local market, and he's dedicated to helping you find the perfect place to call home. So if you're a first-time buyer, if you're looking to upgrade, you're ready to sell, Blake Hunter is here to guide you every step of the way. Visit the website, blakehunter.homes. Start hunting for your dream home with confidence. Local Roots brought to you by Dave Lawrence, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Learn how he can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com for more. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Castle & Associates of American Family Insurance, your local insurance provider. They're going to take care of your home, auto, life, business, farm insurance needs with 4 convenient locations. They're in Trainer, they're in Council Bluffs. Also, you'll find them across the river in Bellevue and Elkhorn. It means they're local and in your neighborhood, ready to help you navigate the complexities of insurance today. Travis and his team will educate, advise, and simplify insurance, all to protect those things you cherish most. Give them a call for your free quote. Thanks again, Andrew Moats, Pottawattamie County Recorder, for joining us today. Great information, and I find it fascinating anytime I get a chance to learn something new, and today was definitely an opportunity to do that. That wraps up today's show. My name's Todd Studer. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.